YouTube! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your soon-to-be world-famous two-man review team and feel the power!
It's a podcast, yes it is!
Welcome to the first one-of-a-kind reviews, Hour of Power.
Yep. New concept we've come up with. Decided we're going to start a podcast to kind of go into a bit more detail about some of the things going on in the world of professional wrestling.
Because we usually have quite a hard time, limiting ourselves to not ramble about stupid shit.
So now we're going to allow ourselves to do so.
So we're just going to have an hour full of stupid shit.
Exactly.
So hopefully you enjoy. So kick it off with our Rumble speculation. So who do you reckon would be surprise entrances this year?
Well, I don't know why, but I'm having a feeling that we might see some Razor Ramon.
Oh, you reckon Scott Hall's going to come back?
I think we might see Scott Hall.
Is he getting the DDP yoga
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
helping him?
Yeah, well, if he's wrestling for GFW, I don't see why not.
Yeah, well, that's very true, actually. I'm trying to think of other people, past names, but not many are coming to...
Yeah, there's only others I can think of is Kevin Nash.
Yeah, but we don't want that, because he'll tear a quad again.
Exactly, and that's not good.
He'll tear a quad just fucking thinking about it. Anyway, so probably the obvious ones, so Shinsuke Nakamura and the New Japan signing.
Well, Shinsuke Nakamura, I'm a bit...
Shinsuke,
mate.
it's Shinsuke.
It's not.
It is.
It's so not.
You just don't understand Japanese.
I do.
You just don't.
I understand it completely, and that's how I know.
No. His name is Shinsuke Nakamura, guys.
Okay, well, then I'd like to know why the commentators for his matches pronounce it differently.
Because they're stupid. I don't know. Anyway, but...
I refuse to call anyone a name that is like that.
You refuse to call anyone the name that they're actually being announced as, I feel.
Not anyone, just if it's wrong.
Who told you that Asuka's name was wrong?
Well, no one, but...
Exactly.
It is fucking wrong.
It's not fucking wrong.
It is.
It's why is Finn Balor not Finn Balor?
Well, that's what I thought it was to start with, too, and that's why I originally called him that.
Right, okay, and now that they've told you that it's Finn Balor, and they've very much reinforced it,
yeah, well,
what do you call him now?
I call him that, but I refuse to with Asuka.
Asuka.
It's Asuka, my friend.
Asuka.
I'm not going to waver from my opinion on this.
All right, well, back to Shinsuke Nakamura. Right.
All right.
So I'm hoping that they debut him in the Royal Rumble because I can't think of a better way to debut him.
Yeah, well, you can
him personally.
Yeah, you can only hope, but I don't know. I for some reason don't see him doing it as much as I want him to.
Well, I mean, we did discuss this. That I think that it would be better for him to be debuted in a very hardcore wrestling city.
Oh yeah,
if it was in Philly, or if it was in Brooklyn, or somewhere, or Chicago,
or England.
Yeah, fucking anywhere really. That's diehard wrestling fans. Not Orlando, Florida.
No,
basically,
because that's where the Rumble is for those who didn't know.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with Nakamura.
I think AJ will definitely be in it.
I think we'll just call him Nakamura from now on because we agree on that.
Yeah, well, that we agree on.
All right, we'll go with Nakamura.
Okay, here's something I want to know. If he's not Shinsuke Nakamura and he's Shinsuke Nakamura, why is he not Shinsuke Naka fucking... Because
that was just a sound.
But if the U is silent in Shinsuke, then why is it not silent in Nakamura?
Because I'm not Japanese, all right?
Exactly, my point proven.
What, that I'm not Japanese? I feel
that was not my point.
I feel that has been proven very, very heavily.
I feel that was quite obvious.
Anyway, but so definitely I feel that AJ Styles will be appearing in the Royal Rumble.
Number 14.
He did tease it, so...
Number 14.
Number 14?
Yep, I'm already calling what spot he's going to be in.
Why number 14?
I don't know.
Okay, so explain to us why AJ Styles is coming in at number 14 particularly, Dale.
Yeah, well, essentially, it was a little bit of a wild guess, but there is also a little bit of reasoning behind it.
There's method to your madness.
Yes, there is.
Oh my god, explain your method.
Pretty much, I don't believe he'll come out right at the start, and I don't believe he'll come out right at the end. So that leaves between the spaces of 5 and 25 for him to enter, in my opinion. And from that, I just picked 14 because it's a random number that's somewhat in the middle.
Right. And as we were discussing, if you're going to have AJ Styles in the Royal Rumble match, and you're going to have him get eliminated, because let's be honest, he's not going to win the match.
Yeah.
You obviously want to make him not look like complete shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, the way I think about it, if he comes in at 14 and he makes it to the final 4, or even the final 3 or 2, then that's still fucking impressive.
Yeah, but will he make it to the final 3 or 4? I doubt it.
I think he should. He definitely fucking should. But whether they do that or not is a completely different story.
What WWE should do and what WWE does do are very, very seldom the same thing. So, we'll probably see AJ Styles get into the ring and, like, set a new fucking record for getting eliminated quicker than Santino. Let's hope. We'll hope that doesn't happen.
Who was it from the Rumble this year or last year that was meant to do that? But fucking Dean and Roman. Oh no, not Dean and Roman, but whoever it was botched it. Dean and Roman went to clothesline him over the top, but they didn't quite go over. I think it was Titus or something.
I hope it was Titus, because he's fucking pissing me off.
Or whoever it was, they were meant to get the quickest. They were meant to beat Santino's time, but they botched it.
How do you beat Santino's time though? It was like 1 second.
Yeah, 1 second.
Literally, how do you last any...
Yeah, well, this was literally like he got in the ring as he stood up and was getting clotheslined over the top and just didn't go over.
Right. Now I'm blanking on who it was, and
yeah, me
it's
too.
bothering me.
That's really bothering me.
So we're going to move on from that so that we don't look like we forget a lot of stuff. Anyway, still on the Rumble, who do you reckon's the favourite to win? Who's your favourite to win?
My favourite to win, I'm honestly probably going to go with Triple H on this one.
Is Triple H... He hasn't actually been announced.
No, he hasn't, but if you think about it, Vince McMahon said that Triple H will get his revenge and you won't see it coming.
That's very true. Very, very true.
So as I said, the possibility of having Roman outlast everyone, eliminate the number 29 before 30 comes out, and then have 30 be Triple H and someone screw Roman out of the match, I think that's the perfect way to book it.
Yeah, I was going to say, because like if Triple H is going to be in the Rumble and he doesn't get the number 30 spot, he should reassess his life.
Yeah, he really should. You are the boss of the fucking company. You can put yourself in whatever position you want. You could be like, hey, I'm just going to be a random number 31 entrant because fuck you.
Or you could be like, after the match is finished, if it wasn't for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, just be like, well, that's all nice and stuff, whoever won it, but I'm going to main event WrestleMania. Because I'm the fucking boss.
You can just main event whatever pay-per-view comes between now and WrestleMania.
Fastlane. You can main event Fastlane.
Because that's something exciting to do.
Because that is like something on the bucket list of WWE careers.
Career goals.
Main event Fastlane. Yeah.
A pay-per-view they only introduced last year, or whatever, whenever it was.
Was it last year or the year before?
I'm not sure. I think it might have been
I think it was just last year.
Yeah.
Because I remember the only Fastlane thing, the only big Fastlane storyline I remember was the Roman Reigns Daniel Bryan match.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the only one.
Yeah, the only Fastlane.
Right, well.
Yeah, you're right, because I remember saying how fucking ridiculous the name was. What does that have to do with anything?
It literally doesn't have...
What happened to the days where we had, like, Judgment Day and Bad Blood and Vengeance?
The only connotation that Fastlane actually has to it?
Is the road to WrestleMania.
Exactly. And why would you be in the fast lane when you're, like, fucking 6 weeks out from the paper? If anything, you're in the fucking slow lane.
Exactly.
And they should call it slow lane. Or something better than fast lane, at least, because fast lane was a horrible name. But, so Triple H is your pick?
Yep, definitely. What about yours?
To be honest, I'm praying beyond all comprehension that Brock Lesnar wins. Because, I mean, unless, like we've said, unless some serious stuff goes down, it's gonna look a bit dodgy if Lesnar's in the Rumble and he doesn't win the Rumble.
Yeah, you pretty much have to have 20 guys eliminate him or something along those lines.
Yeah, well, like whoever he's going to be feuding with going into WrestleMania come out and screw him over. But who would that be?
Yeah, I don't know. Or even if he was gonna not get eliminated by say like 20 guys, but even if it was gonna be 3, 4, maybe 5 guys, at least make them like Big Show, Braun Strowman, people like that who have just the natural look that okay, I can understand how them ganging up together might eliminate Lesnar.
All right, Big Show is probably not the greatest candidate for that.
Well, I mean, if he's there along with Strowman and other
I was going to
people,
say because the whole big man eliminating people didn't go too well last year.
it's never gone too well for that man. He's won one battle royal, or 2 battle royals in his life, my bad, and one of them was in WCW.
And one of them was the
Last
Andre
year.
the Giant
Yeah.
Battle Royal, which
No one
doesn't
cares
seem to
about.
mean anything.
No, it doesn't. I mean, we thought it did, and then look what happened with Cesaro after he won.
Yeah, nothing.
It was an excuse to push fucking Brock Lesnar. An excuse to keep Paul Heyman on TV.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah. So that's our picks for the Rumble. So we should probably talk a little bit more about the New Japan Pro Wrestling signings because we haven't
Yep.
even touched on them.
Well, there's one thing that I'm very, very worried about, and that's Nakamura with his finishing maneuver.
Yeah, because I highly doubt that there's a lot of candidates in WWE that are putting their hand up to take that.
Yeah, I can agree. In the words of Adam from WhatCulture.com, isn't that such a bad time to be ahead?
Yeah, it can only be described as stiff as fuck.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
and that's exactly as Adam from What Culture said as well. He's known as the king of strong style.
Yeah, what's he going to be without strong style?
Yeah,
if they don't let him.
Yeah, because I mean WWE is not exactly the home of stiff workers.
Yeah, I mean, granted that's not his only strong style move, but I mean it's a big part of his offense.
It's his finish.
It's his not only is it his finish, but it's something that they use a lot during his matches to kind of, oh my god, because it's a sort of he can hit it out of anywhere move. He can hit it while they're standing up, he can hit it while they're coming off the top rope, he can hit it while on the ground.
It's another out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the fucking Japanese version of an RKO.
Except it's just a fucking needier head.
Yes, which awesome finish.
Exactly.
To be honest, it's so simple.
I mean, I liked when Daniel Bryan did the running knee, and then I saw this.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've never seen a running knee, or just a knee in general, look so brutal and fantastic as a finish to the match.
And he really doesn't have that many other finishes that he can use. I mean, he's got the, I can't remember the name of the move, but it's essentially like an AA into like a sit-down power slam thing that he does.
Right.
It's a decent move, but I mean, if they use that, it'd be a bit lackluster.
Not a Michinoku driver.
It might be Michinoku.
Sounds like a Michinoku driver.
I'm pretty sure he calls it something else though.
Fucking
Nakamura
driver. Yeah. It's a Shinsuke driver. I don't know. We'll just not get back on the Shinsuke thing.
Yeah.
So we haven't even touched on Gallows and Anderson.
No, not at all. They are.
What are your expectations for them coming into WWE?
As far as Gallows is concerned, honestly, since leaving WWE, he picked up his game a lot. I mean, the things that he did in Aces and Eights were, miles better than what he did in WWE. Still wasn't the greatest, but then ever since he's gone to Japan, they've just let him work the style that really should be working. Yeah,
well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen a lot of his stuff from New Japan, but I mean, he kind of turned a big corner in TNA, in my opinion.
Well, he's a very solid technical wrestler, and you wouldn't expect that from a guy who's like 6'10".
Or someone who was Festus.
Yeah, old Festus.
Once upon a time, or fake Kane.
Yep, because you can't forget that, guys.
Yeah, take your pick on which one of those was worse. There's not an actual correct answer to that. They were both horrific.
Yeah, when it comes to both of those, I think I want that Men in Black memory eraser.
Alright, so do you give them any chance of making a big impact as a tag team in WWE?
Definitely. I feel like they'll probably bring them up through NXT, have them destroy a couple tag teams in there, become tag team champ, and then bring them up at some point. They could definitely be the face of the tag team division. Whether they be heel or face, I'm not sure.
See, I don't have any faith in WWE as far as look at Albert, right?
That's true.
Right? He went to Japan. Yeah, he went to Japan. He went to Japan. That was good. He went to Japan and had a buttload of success over there.
Have you seen his work when he was in Japan?
Yeah, some of it.
Absolutely brilliant.
Exactly, and he was, someone who was very, very underutilized in his first run in WWE.
Oh, extremely.
And then when he got brought back after, turning his career around in Japan, they just turned his career right back around again.
But I guess it doesn't help when you change your name every fucking 2 seconds.
Yeah, no, that probably didn't help. But I mean, people know that Gallows was fake Kane.
Yeah.
They know he was Festus.
They know he was Doc Gallows. They know he was Luke Gallows back in Straight Edge Society.
Oh, well, no one's really trying to hide that.
No.
To be honest, Luke Gallows was fairly prominently featured with CM Punk.
Exactly.
So, he's definitely picked his game up, and hopefully that helps him when he comes to WWE. I don't know much of Anderson's stuff.
Yeah, Carl Anderson's another guy who, you'd say he's a technically sound giant, but he's not a giant in the traditional sense as, with Gallows is where he's very fucking muscly and really well built. And
so he's a giant in the way that, Batista is.
Yeah, and he's surprisingly agile for someone of his size.
Right.
He can leapfrog a guy, no problem, stuff like that.
Well, that should be interesting. But, hopefully, fingers crossed with the New Japan guys, that WWE doesn't drop the ball with those. Because, I mean, how long have people been anticipating AJ Styles coming to WWE?
Oh my god, I lost my shit when I heard about it. Well,
10 years. 10 years.
To be honest, when I heard about it because of my recent getting into New Japan, I was actually more excited for Nakamura. To be perfectly honest.
Well, yeah, because Nakamura strikes you as someone who will probably wouldn't have gotten exposure in a Western promotion.
And for someone who's Japanese, he's surprisingly charismatic towards Western fans.
Yeah, well, I mean, he dresses up like fucking Michael Jackson and shit, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he has the moves like Jagger and whatnot.
Oh, okay. Well,
no, he's oozing charisma.
Oozing charisma.
And he's one of the only Japanese talents they hired recently that can actually speak English properly. Without sounding super Japanese. He still sounds like super Japanese, but he can actually speak correctly.
Better than Asuka and Hideo Itami combined?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, well, that's always good.
He can actually give off an interview properly.
Well, then that's awesome.
Exactly.
Well, hopefully that goes well. Another big thing to come out of this week was Sting being inducted into the Hall of Fame finally.
Yeah, I honestly wasn't expecting this. But to be honest, I thought the Undertaker was going to be headlining this year's Hall of Fame.
Well, to be honest, I think there might be a couple of, quote-unquote headliners for this year.
Who else would there be?
Well, I mean, the Freebirds going in.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
I kind of feel that there's probably a good chance that they might induct Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah, I was going to say, they always induct a woman.
Yeah, and someone from Texas. So,
yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And apart from that, it'd be Undertaker and Sting. But
I mean, they always do a celebrity. Who the hell would they do with a celebrity this year?
Lemmy.
Yeah, actually, that's a good one.
100%. It will be Lemmy.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Triple H will fucking force his hand in that.
Yeah, even if Vince doesn't want that to happen, Triple H will make it
Even if
happen.
they already have a celebrity inductee, there'll be 2 this year.
Yeah.
Either way, Lemmy's going into the Hall of Fame this year, and Motorhead will be there.
Yeah, and I can't argue with that.
Triple H and Motorhead will induct. It'll either be Lemmy or it'll just be Triple H inducting Motorhead as a whole.
Yeah.
Which obviously it should be Motorhead as a whole, because otherwise that's just blatantly capitalizing on Lemmy's death.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was Motorhead that did the songs, not just him.
Yeah, not just Lemmy. Lemmy was the distinguishable voice, but that was about it. So, what's your thoughts on Sting going into the Hall of Fame this year?
A bit so-and-so about it. I mean, whilst he's had an amazing career in WCW, he did some really good things in TNA. Just, I don't know, if you're looking at it from the point of view of someone who didn't know Sting before him coming to WWE, you'd think that it's the most ridiculous thing ever. And I can understand that point.
Yeah, the only saving grace for Sting now is that the network exists.
Yeah, exactly. So people can actually go back and watch his matches on WCW and TNA, or not TNA, you might watch that on the network.
NWA stuff and all that kind of stuff, and feuding with Ric Flair that put him on the map.
Yeah, which if you guys haven't seen any of the Ric Flair vs Sting matches, I highly suggest you check them out.
Yeah, because for that era of wrestling, some really top quality stuff.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Those two and Michaels and Scott Hall always put on good matches back in the day.
Yeah, and just any segment of Sting when he was doing the kind of like the Avenger
Yeah,
type gimmick, the crow up in the stands.
yeah, doing it 100 times better than he's doing it in WWE.
Oh god, yeah, because literally, if you guys don't know Sting and you haven't like followed any of his career, what he's done in WWE is like an absolute shell of what he did in WCW.
It's almost a joke compared to what he's done in WCW.
It's a parody.
Even in TNA.
Oh no! I mean, like when he was doing the whole like Joker type Sting.
Yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah, that was great.
That was brilliant. And to be honest, when they started teasing him doing that again when he was feuding with Rollins, I lost my shit. I thought it was going to be the most awesome thing ever, and then very, very short feud, and then he got hurt. So, I mean, a bit disappointing there. But yeah. And that brings us to another topic that we are discussing here, which is the injury woes that WWE have going into WrestleMania season.
I mean, they've got quite an extensive list of top superstars that aren't going to be at WrestleMania.
Okay, let's list a few just for some fun.
Well, for perfect example, all I have to say is all champions at the end of last year's WrestleMania,
which is kind of an astounding statement when you think about it.
Because there's Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, so both tag team champions.
Kidd probably won't be back for God knows how long.
If ever.
Yeah.
You have Rollins, obviously injured. You have
Yeah.
Cena just going down with a shoulder injury. You've got Daniel Bryan, who's been out since not long after WrestleMania. And you've got Randy Orton. There's been some news about Rusev being hurt now again.
Yeah, Barrett's been working through an injury from my knowledge. Hasn't been working matches.
Same with Dean Ambrose. Apparently he's been working through a wrist injury.
Right. Well, Dean Ambrose will just do the matches.
He'll do it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that would bother him. But yeah, and then there's like talks of Sasha Banks being injured as well.
Yeah. Well, not that it's that big of a deal, but Nikki Bella's also injured.
That's not even remotely relevant.
No, not really, but it's still another injury to add to their list.
Yeah, well, it's kind of nice that the big power couple in WWE is both injured. Not on top of their division.
And I mean,
anymore.
even in NXT, you've got people like Hideo who aren't there. And I mean, Sami Zayn only just came back.
Yeah, so what do you actually do for WrestleMania this year?
I don't know.
Because they're trying to break the all-time attendance record. You know, they're trying to have the biggest, most stacked card that they possibly can. But the most stacked card that they possibly can right now is looking like the Social Outcasts versus like
the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
For the tag titles and fucking ladder match or some shit and the world title. If going by what I've assumed, Roman versus Triple H, that's the only big match to really have on the card.
Yeah, pretty much.
And what, are you going to prolong Ambrose and Owens until WrestleMania? No one will want to see it then.
Yeah, that'll just kill the feud. Like, I mean, the feud's good for now.
Yeah, I mean, they've got their last man standing match at the Rumble. That should be the end of it.
Yeah, and, so I think that they're in dire need of bringing up a few people from NXT.
Oh, without a doubt.
To say the least. Like, Finn Balor should be in a marquee match at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Well, that's another reason why, now that
should be an entrant in the Royal Rumble, by the way.
Yeah, now that I think about it, Nakamura actually should come up to the main roster straight away at the Royal Rumble, just to fill in some of those spots that WWE are missing.
Because, I mean, even for, like, the absolute, like, smarky indie nerds, have fucking Nakamura versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania.
Absolutely brilliant.
Or, like, fucking chuck Finn Balor in there with AJ Styles.
Yep.
Or, I don't know, chuck Sheamus in there with Nakamura. That'd be entertaining.
That would be.
That'd be very entertaining.
Two strong style competitors going at it.
Yeah, because Sheamus could actually take some of the hits.
Yeah, I mean, that would actually be a pretty decent match. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen the match that a fan recorded between Sheamus and Brock Lesnar, but it was surprisingly good because of how physical it was.
Yeah, so, who knows what's gonna go on at WrestleMania, and, now The Rock's announced that he'll be at WrestleMania, so whether he works a match or not.
Yeah, well, who would he work against?
See, that's the thing, is we don't...
Taker?
No. Just, no.
Who else is there?
Well, the only somewhat logical person for him to face would be Triple H. But if he's tied up with Roman Reigns, what happens then?
Or other way around, you could have Rock turn heel on Roman. But not that would really work, to be honest.
No, because you can't have a part-time celebrity or whatever, come in, turn heel. And they did it with Jon Stewart, but that was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but that was fine because it ended up getting Rollins both US and WWE World Heavyweight Championships. So
I'm not arguing with the result. I'm
no.
just saying the fact that they had a celebrity come in for a couple of guest appearances and had him turn heel. He's a real life personality.
Yeah.
He's got to deal with that shit.
Yeah, he's going to be heel for the rest of his life now.
Yeah, because they're going to bring him back so that they can turn him face.
They might have to if he gets abused on the streets that much.
Yeah. So I would doubt he'd be abused that much. But anyway, unless there's some serious, it's still real to me, damn it, people. Because there really is. Some people just don't understand wrestling. But another thing to come out of this week was basically playing hot potato with the US title.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit ridiculous that, you give the title to a guy on one day and then take it off him literally the next.
Yeah, well, as far as WWE thinks it's not the next day.
Yeah.
But 3 days from then.
Yeah. But as far as reality is concerned, yes, it was the next day.
Yeah, so, I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, John Cena spent so long trying to build the US title up, and now they're just chucking around the title.
Why not?
We know that they're going to have another match at the Rumble.
But they're having a match on Raw.
But that's the thing, is that, okay, say on Raw, Del Rio retains, that's the end of that feud. Who do you go with next?
Exactly.
So they have to kind of...
Yeah, but that's the thing, how are they going to continue it if they're having another rematch on Raw?
League of Nations?
Yeah, it's either got to be League of Nations, so shenanigans, or Kalisto wins again, which is just taking more hot potato.
And then what happens if Kalisto wins on Raw? Then they have the match at the Rumble. Does Del Rio win?
I don't know, does he?
Because, that is just way too many title changes. I know it's a WCW belt, guys, but, come on, take it a little bit more seriously than that. But, yeah, so, I think that about wraps up our first edition of, I should have said the half hour of power, by the way, guys. Yeah, so that wraps up our first podcast. Leave a comment on what you thought, and we'll see you next time for some more one-of-a-kind reviews.
Have a nice day.